Hi, my name is Imani Humphreys-Torres.
And I'm Tia Bryant. Welcome to Teen Corner.
Teen Corner is a web series where we bring in students to discuss what's going on in the world as teens in Baltimore City.
We're here today to tell you guys a little about Shelah program, MBCL, which stands for Mentoring Through Basketball Changing Lives. So thank you for joining us today, Shelah.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm well.
Awesome.
It's great having you on set with us.
Yes.
So just thank you for joining us, and could you give us an overview of your program?
Sure. So basically, my program is called Mentoring Through Basketball Changing Lives, MBCL. It's basically keep it simple. So it's basketball, girls, but what we do is we focus on mental health through the sport of basketball.
Okay.
So what inspires you to become a mentor?
Baltimore City right now is in a crisis, and for me, I want to step up and I want to be part of the solution because a lot of Baltimore City teens, as me, black males, are getting like hashed and harsh on internet about only thing we do is kill each other, this and the third, and I don't want to be a part of that statistic.
So what encouraged you to mentor girls specifically?
Well, I mentor more than girls. I mentor girls, boys, 8 through 18. But I got girls because, when I first got introduced to my school, was no girls basketball team, and I wanted to start a girls basketball team at that school in history. So that's what I did.
Okay.
So what advice would you have for students who are kind of just generally facing adversity?
Well, it's not hard. It's not hard, and don't give up. You always got to keep doing your best. Keep doing your best. Like a wise man said, it's plans to fail, but fail to plan.
So how did you know that your program was worth pursuing?
Man, basically, I'm gonna tell you the truth. For real, it's one day I woke up, but I always had this dream that I wanted to give back to my community. I always wanted to give back. I never wanted to be a Hollywood person when they go to Hollywood and never come back to that city. So I always want to give back to my community. And plus, I got a lot of sisters, and I like playing basketball. So I just teamed all together. Basically, I teamed all together, got a business. Basketball was my go-to. I had anxiety, depression, and so I wanted my basketball team to be an outlet. So I knew this is going to be me pursuing it because I love working with kids. I got a lot of sisters, I got a lot of brothers, and basketball outlet. So that's why I did it.
Can you just describe the process of creating the program?
Creating the program, it was pretty tough. Not everybody can wake up one morning. Not everybody can start a business. It's hard for people. A lot of people have the mentality and mindset about starting a business because it's like you gotta have a positive mindset and you gotta have not a fixed mindset but a growth mindset. Because if you got that fixed mindset where as though nobody can tell you nothing, then you won't be able to go nowhere. But if you got that growth mindset, then you can keep learning and build your business on from there.
So how did you go about receiving funding for your program?
Well, honestly, my first year I just passed, I got declined for funding from Yard grants. And it didn't really stop me. I kept striving. Right. Basically was self-funded for my whole first year. I was helped out with a program called Heart Smiles, Joni Hollifield. She helped me out as well, but I was basically more like self-funded, and Yard declined me, and I just kept going harder and harder. And this year, I got funded for my program, so maybe for a second year.
So how did you go about building your team and kind of recruiting members and getting the word out about your program?
When you first doing something, and your family really didn't support you, or your family really didn't see you eye to eye, it's kind of hard trying to build your team, and all the person you got right there is your family. First building anything, the only person you got is your family or yourself. And a lot of people came, a lot of people dropped off, but building my team, it was basically like connections and having that trust with them and having that same eye to eye contact and working with kids.
So now does your family, is they more supportive about your program?
That's awesome. My mom, my dad, my aunts, a lot of them are more supportive of me.
So do you have any long-term plans for your program?
Yes, I do. And I see my program in 5 to 10 years that I want my program to be in New York. Everybody know New York as the big city, the big apple, big everything. So I want to make my business to be big in New York. So I want to have it expand in New York. But I am also going to college in August, and I want to expand my business down in North Carolina as well.
Nice. So this is your second year with Matthew Henson. How did you develop this relationship, and do you see continuing this partnership?
Yes. Well, the lady name is Joni Hollifield. She started it all. She helped me with everything. She introduced me into the amazing man principal, Gregory T. Miller. So he was the best. We connected with each other. Mr. Miller, Miss Page, Miss Gaither, Miss Squirrel, Miss Betts, Mr. Williams, they all the best support staff at Henson. So I built them. I just basically came in, they softened me up. They had to get me right, and I was looking on from there.
Okay, so I know you just talked about a lot of staff that was supporting you. So what about the students? Are they supportive as well?
Yes, a lot of students. First year, everybody know about basketball court. So the basketball court baseline is about baselines are long.
Yeah.
First time I came, I had at least 30, 35 kids just wanted to play basketball, and I loved it because it was my first year. I never expected that.
So how does it feel to kind of be a stable of support for so many students and community members?
it feels good, you know. But also, I don't want to take the fame away. I don't want to take that fame. I'm going to be humble and use it as everyday life. Because if I can be honest with you guys, this is really like daily life for me. I mean, I don't see everybody how the hype is. Oh, you doing this? You're so big. You're so big. But it's basically everyday life. Because this is what I'm prone to do. This is my God's gift.
Okay. Do you feel any pressure to like have like a certain image or be a certain way?
No, that's one thing about me. I don't want to put on an image that I'm not.
Right.
I'm always going to be who I am. I'm going to be Shelah Johnson. I'm going to be Shelah that's going to be tall, that's going to tell you the truth, and he's not going to really. I won't say I won't care about your feelings, but I don't want to like say something to you and then you go along with it, and then that's really not the truth. I don't want to put on an image that's not me, because I don't want you to get the real me, and then when you see the real me, you be like, where did this come from?
Yeah. Do you feel like you've gained any extra like skills or expertise from just kind of like developing this program and moving on this path?
Yes. Skills-wise, I learned how to play basketball way more. So, like, I don't understand. I mean, a lot of people would be like, what? But me as a basketball coach, I learned how to play basketball way much better than I used to. But also, because I do work on mental health as well, but I also, like, I learned how to coach my mental health as well more often. You know, that's what we do in a school where I focus on mental health and the depression, and I learned how to cope with my depression more often as well, too, from the kids as well.
So I know you said you kind of just like woke up one morning, it was just like, you know what, this is it, like this is what I'm born to do. But for people who are like up and coming, that's trying to like start a business, entrepreneurs, do you have any tips for them?
Yes. I wouldn't say I just woke up with more than this. I knew when I was younger that I wanted to get back to the community. I just never knew how. But one day I woke up and I went to work, and this lady named Johnny Hollifield, she came to my work site and she was talking about youth entrepreneurship, leadership, and I took it on from there. And I was like, this is my time to shine. This is what I got to do. So I hopped on it. But any tips for any entrepreneurs coming up? This is not easy. You know, this is not easy. Like, you'll get phone calls 2, 3 o'clock in the morning from kids. You know, you'll get a lot of families that's depending on you to get their kids out of Baltimore City. Like, this is not easy. And your mindset, like I said again about earlier, you gotta have a growth mindset. Because if you got this fixed mindset where nobody can tell you anything, then you're not gonna go nowhere in life.
Is there anything else that you want to add really quickly about like how this process has been?
When I do pass along, when I do go away, I want my business to leave this effect that Baltimore City is not about killing each other.
Yeah. In
Baltimore City, I don't want my kids or anybody that I met to be a statistic of the 319 people that was killed last year. I don't want that statistics to be with my kids. I want them to be like, well, Shelah Johnson, he taught me that you got to keep grinding. You got to keep doing what you got to do. You always got to be that, like, us being black males and getting derogatory about everything in life. We got to stand up. We got to protect one another and love one another. So.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
So you can check out all of his work on social media. Could you give like your handle really quickly?
Yes. Follow me on Instagram at mbcl.md. Also can follow the best page in Baltimore history, heartsmiles.md as well.
Great. So thank you for your time. Be sure to check in for future episodes of Teen Corner. You can also watch our previous videos on Vimeo, Instagram, and YouTube.
So this has been Tia Bryant
and Imani Humphreys-Torres for Teen Corner on City Schools TV. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.